ready?
Hey, welcome to Flite Test. I'm Josh, and this is Josh.
Hi.
And last week we showed you the plane that Josh bought at the Toledo show.
Awesome.
So now we're going to show you what David came back with, and you might notice that it's not on the table.
Hey David, what are you doing?
Putting on some sunscreen
Why?
because I don't want to be burnt to a crisp. I already feel I'm burning, and I've been in the sun for about 32 seconds and 9 milliseconds. So, oh, look at that, I'm putting it all on my shirt and everything.
I don't think you have to put it on your clothes.
I'm pretty, oh, that's a good idea, impregnate it.
We went to the Toledo show, and upstairs in the Toledo show, which is also Weak Signals, they have a swap meet area. And David and I thought it'd be really cool to take a limited amount of money and see what we could get for it. We picked up this 4-meter glider, which we had no clue what it was.
Yeah, I put servos in it, I put FPV gear on it, I rebuilt the rudder because that was not built properly, fixed the tail, installed the air brakes and all that good stuff.
Nice.
So I've only chucked it off the tiny little hill, so I have no idea how
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, how well it's set up and if the CG is correct and anything. Josh Bickler in his mule, we're gonna tow the glider up with the mule to start with.
Really?
Yeah, so I can get used to the glider before I destroy the airplane and Josh's tow plane.
So Josh, what's going on with this?
We're gonna pull up an airplane the old-fashioned way.
With a mule?
With the mule. Yeah, well, with a new vehicle, but with an old-fashioned technique. My dad used to fly high start. I can't do it to save my life, but what I could do oftentimes was pull them up. And we had a little tiny four-wheeler at the time, and I'd hold the rope with one hand wrapped around. That way, if it got too tight or something, I could release it. And then we just point in the wind and pull it up. So I haven't done it in 20 years, so I may snap the wings like a twig, but don't tell Dave that.
This is the normal size of a normal glider. You usually fly like a foamy.
Yeah.
But on this plane, you have two of those put together. So that's going to be interesting.
Double the wingspan, double the fun.
I have never done this. I have no idea what's going to go. So how much strain do you want?
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we leave it open rather than cutting it at the end. I'll just hold on to the reel.
Sure.
We're using a very technically thing called a key ring loop.
And then we're going to tie this using a knot.
Hopefully one that doesn't slip. I'm going to do, what is it called, a figure 8 knot? Is that right? Does that feel good? Okay.
And why are we using that?
So it slides off the bottom of your plane.
Okay, let's put that on. Pulls, and then you release tension and it just slides off.
Now, it's good to have something that causes drag still though.
Yeah, a little bit of drag and find the string easier.
Yeah.
That's
it also slows down the descent, so it's less likely to fall down too quickly and like get a big old tangled mess.
Yeah.
When you go ahead and feel me pulling, let it pull out of your hands in a flying attitude. Make sure it's in flying state before you release it. And you'll have to run along with it, just gently release it. The other thing is you don't want to pull back too far.
Yeah.
So if I'm going too fast and everything, keep your nose down. If I'm starting to lose it, you can pull back and actually acts like a kite and goes up.
Okay.
So if you, I'm going to keep it nice and slow and tame, and I'll keep an eye on you. And if I feel it's pulling just way too hard, I may bail and I'll just let go of the string. And it should pull quite a bit.
I hope so.
Ride it for all you got, and at the very top, you should be almost over top of me.
Yeah, and then it's gonna
Exactly. The string's gonna pull off, and then you're gonna be in pretty good shape. So don't turn until that. Keep going straight until the ring falls off. If you turn beforehand.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. Can you just chuck me that way one time so I can feel it?
Max, get over here.
No problem. Perfect.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start over there and just cattywomp us towards the fence. That'll work.
Do what? Cattywomp?
Cattywampus. Cattywampus.
I'm learning new
It's wampus
stuff.
of the caddy. How far? Keep going. Well, this is about to be close to the end of the string, so. Well, that's pretty much the end of the string, brother.
Okay.
You want me to just run with it? Just want me to run with it?
If you think that's good enough.
We'll do the mule first. On a windy day, you actually can run with it and pull him up pretty good.
That's called a kite.
Yeah. We're gonna try pulling him up, and you know what? I'm not nearly as strong as I was in younger days, so I don't know if this is gonna work.
It's so nose heavy. It's definitely nose heavy. So what happened was I barely had any elevator control because it was so nose heavy. It just kept on fighting me, and as soon as you get enough lift, it was just go up.
You wanna come with me or?
Yeah. This is the glider, and I'm going to show you how I did all this. So in here, I installed a tube in the front here, so I have a tow release. So I can control that with a radio switch, and I can release once we're up in the air after the tow plane. I can release at any time by a separate channel. These are the servos I'm using for the elevator and rudder. I have FPV gear on here, which is the Cobra HD from Bose Camp. It is awesome. And I have just a servo. I can see the wingtip to wingtip when I turn, which is pretty awesome. And I have that hooked up to FPV, so I can fly this FPV later. And I also have a variometer that beeps in my FPV goggles whenever I get lift. So I can cheat and get some good thermals with this. It's just gonna help me in the beginning. I can remove it later. So that's kind of it. This is just just plugged into a BEC. I also have air brakes hooked up to the receiver. This is the Futaba 7C with a long range UHF system. The Easy UHF from Immersion RC. It's pretty nice.
Good, good.
How bad is it?
No, I think it's fine.
That's still good.
I think we need, there's a metal rod, we need to pull with it, but
That thing is so just.
it works. I think we need to put the CG back a tiny bit more, but that thing just takes a beating.
We went to the Toledo show.
Toledo!
We picked up this 4-meter glider and a 1980s Roadrunner. We thought it would take a long time to get it running, and we just rebuilt the gas tank and put some fuel in there, and she fired right up.
It didn't look like it had been run at all. It was awesome.
It was a really untouched engine. Our ultimate goal is to have this tow up this, which I think this has plenty of power to do so. I think it's going to be a great tow plane. We're trying to figure out
On the bingo?
Devil Dog did here. Where's Devil Dog?
Is that Max?
Yeah.
But he is our puppy.
I feel kind of awkward talking about him now. Hold on, Swedish man.
You need to tighten your belt.
I know, I'm sorry guys. I didn't mean
Quite
to
all right.
let you see that side of me.
Okay, I'm just gonna double check that all FPV gear works as well. Okay, we've got image, it's good. Got the sky, got the glider going.
Wait, am I doing this right?
Yes, yes, you make sure. Pilot has to do that.
Okay.
All right, you ready, Chad?
I'm ready.
No, you say ready, Josh.
Ready, Josh.
Because you could be saying ready to Alex.
Oh, but I wasn't talking to Alex. I was looking at you.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, Josh.
Thank you. Protocol, Bob.
Alex, I'm ready. Ready?
Are you gonna take off FPV or?
Most probably not, but pretty soon after the takeoff, I'm gonna get under the hood as soon as possible, just because this is my first tow. I want Chad to hold that tag.
I don't feel optimistic about this, but I'm excited nonetheless. You ready?
Very honest.
Let me go. All right, cutting the final short. Watch out.
Ooh, watch your head, David.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. That's the only reason I let you go. I'll just do another
You're
circle.
okay. You're okay.
Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Nice, David. You're sweaty. Why are you so sweaty?
Why did it die?
I don't know. I think it got tired of waiting.
Why did that? What happened with this? You couldn't release it properly?
Yep, it tangled already. I'm like, that looks awfully slack. That's gonna pull my glider apart.
So you were pulling this whole string.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, it's
I think it's okay.
that's doing pretty good.
Your variometer was going nuts.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Hey, Dave, next time,
Yep.
I'll let you punch out first.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why? What happened?
Well, once I went dead stick, I dropped my side of the flag
Oh,
first.
you released it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good though, because I was way too concentrated on just everything.
This awesome motor that's probably about 10 years old decided to die on climb out, so I just kind of panicked and I pulled the flag and dropped the string too soon, and that caused it to go slack, so David couldn't let go of his as easy. I should let him punch out first, and then I should have dropped my end, but no harm, no foul. We just get to do it again.
I'm gonna fly the glider from the toe FPV all the way. This is gonna be interesting. So I think this is gonna be easier to keep it level and everything. Keep me in the correct position behind the toe plane.
Yeah.
All right, Dave.
What's going on?
Your elevator was bending. You're okay now.
That's a pole. That's nice.
Oh, you did okay.
I thought he broke his wing.
I thought for sure it was a goner.
My gut feeling.
Because it went up and it just.
It was
Yeah.
barrel rolling.
My gut feeling is that that plane's not made to be towed.
Yeah. What's it meant to be? High start?
High start or soaring, just like throw it off the hill.
What? These are bending more than normal, aren't they? They're bent up. Look, you can tell. There wasn't a gap in that.
Look on the bottom. Look on the bottom. Is there a big gap on the bottom?
No, it's not too bad.
No, but I could tell you they're definitely bent more than they
It
were.
looked like they were.
And your
flexing.
tail.
Yeah, my tail though broke.
Yeah.
I can.
I think we need to make a cradle for it. Cradle it up.
That broke, and it was fine before, but the carbon spar broke. Do you have any?
Not-
Or metal or push rod, 2
I could
millimeter or
ruler.
something? A ruler?
What ruler to it?
So now is the point that we pretty much got what we were trying to do, but not quite. So we're gonna keep pushing until something drastic happens. Because of the Swedish guy.
Where's your problem?
So,
That thing's pretty
Oh,
strong.
we can fix it in an hour.
Yeah, that'll be. I have some CA in the crash kit.
well, the tail held up. So,
Yeah, the tail's good.
Well, I don't know. Where do we go from here? It's
Was
bad.
it just me, or did Chad just chuck it off course? Can we watch that one more time? Yeah, it looks like.
No, he did not.
Sure?
I was there and I witnessed most of it, but the plane actually, when I was towing, it kicked to the one side, and when Chad was releasing, it was in the process of slinging back to the other side. It was already doomed. Probably the best thing would have been is if Dave pulled it and pulled the string out.
Well, we never really got a successful flight out
Well,
of it.
we got two mildly successful ones, but we
Yeah.
did learn a lot from it too. And one thing is, just because you can tow it up doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, this probably isn't the best for it.
Yeah, I think Chad, Dave, were you a believer? Like, did you know this was going downhill, or were you holding out? You knew?
I felt it.
All right, so
of the day.
David threw caution to the wind, and actually, the one thing we didn't want to do is we didn't want to hide our failures, because with our failures comes a lot of learning. And as anyone crashes, oftentimes they can take something away that'll bring them more success in the future.
Right.
In our case, we learned that you don't tow up a big 4-meter glider without ailerons, and especially when you start seeing things that aren't structurally sound on a tow, you don't keep pushing to do the tow. That was very foolish, but we did want to complete the concept and let you guys know the outcome. So if you're thinking the same thing, it doesn't cost you a glider either.
And you tow it up. Tow it up from the flow up. Well, we learned something.
Yeah, and hopefully you
End
did
of the
too.
All right, well, thanks you guys for watching. And you may have noticed there's a new link on the website called Flite Test Partnership. And if you're interested in sponsorship or advertising, click that link and you'll get more information. All right, you wanna go fly this?
That's not gonna fly. Let's go fly the gas.
Let's put it back together.
It's not gonna fly.
Anything's possible.
All right,
I got
another Franken
wings
plane.
and
I can feel it.
fuselage.
I think it through with. Hey Max, come out here. Sit.
Come here.
Down, down, down.
So Josh, I see the back of your dog.
Yeah, there's a horse over here. That's my niece's horse.
So what is on Max's back?